All right, hot wings. We got 12 hot wings here in a bag. They've been defrosting for a while. So the first thing we need to do, whoop, you fuck, is, let's see here, get them out. Well, alright. You can see they're going to be a problem. Whoop! See all that nasty water? Alright. We're going to pat those dry. Try to get as much of that water out as possible. Throw that away. It's disgusting. And get these all in there. And Christ. Alright. Gross. Probably gonna get salmonella. So we'll put that in there. And we'll just kind of rinse this out just a little bit. Because no need for all that. Alright. Gonna wash my hands. I'll be right back. Alright, so we got the chicken wings. 12 chicken wings. We're gonna put it in this big bowl. And we're gonna take the vegetable oil just a little bit. Not too much. Good enough. Top there. And toss. Whoops. A little bit. Alright. So the wings are coated in vegetable oil now. Rinse the hands a little bit. You could never be too fastidious about raw chicken. Because you know what everyone hates? Explosive diarrhea. Everyone hates it. I don't know why. It's kind of a thing. So what we're going to do is here, now that we've got this, Jesus Christ, now that we've got this chicken coated in that oil, we can even, let's see here, and take a little, okay, all right. See? Yeah. Every time you touch that chicken, you better wash. All right. Because now, see, I'm going to touch the ground pepper. And if I had touched the raw chicken and then touched the pepper without washing my hands, might have been a bad story. All right. So we're going to put a lot of pepper on there. Very good. Now remember, this is 12 wings. So you can liberally douse that shit. And then here is the secret ingredient. baking powder. This will cause the chicken to crisp up. The skin will crisp. Should have probably planned this better. Okay. So you can tell it's a little bit fucked up. We'll take this and just kind of give it a good... There's lots of pepper, lots of garlic powder, and we'll just add a little bit more of that. Baking powder. Give that a good mix. Alright. And now it's ready for the stove. Or the oven, sorry. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, so we have set the oven for 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And that'll take a few minutes to get up to speed. So what we're going to do now, and there, we will get some, well, heavy duty Reynolds wrap. Holy Moses. And this just helps with cleanup. Just helps with cleanup a little bit. Not necessary. See that? Alright. That needs to be washed. Okay, so we're going to put these wings skin down, right? Well, let's see here. Skin down. We're going to turn them halfway through, so it really doesn't make all that much difference. Skin down. It's funny. I bought this 8-pound bag of chicken wings, and I'm totally out of the drumlets. All I've got are flats, which is fine with me because I like flats. I find them more fun to eat. Okay. All right. So we have these wings that have black pepper, garlic powder, and baking powder sitting on this rack ready to go. Now I don't add salt. I did that the first time I made these, but I realized that these were frozen wings. I mean, they're raw, but they were frozen, so they were probably injected with so much salt. You don't really need, and also I'll be coating them with salted butter, salt, and the hot sauce has salt in it. So they don't need any salt. They'll be just fine the way they are. In fact, they will still be a little salty, but it'll be good. Real good. Alright, see that? Beautiful. Of course, we're going to sequester these to the sink. Wash them, make sure everything's clean. You don't want to cross-contaminate. You don't want to start touching on this shit and picking your nose. You'll get sick. But once the oven is ready, we will put them in. All right. 400 degrees, looking good. Wings, looking good. We'll put these in here. $40 minutes, or I'm sorry, 20 minutes right now. Kitchen timer. 2000, enter. All right, see you in 20 minutes. All right, so 20 minutes is done. It is time to flip the wings. Yes. They're not done yet, which is why we flip them. Just to make sure that let's see here. That's a tiny one right there. Yeah. Oh, come on. Bastard. All right. So the wings have been turned. 12 wings. And again, don't reuse this fork. Fork has been tainted by chicken. All right. So we're going to set that back to, let's see. Kitchen timer, 20 more minutes. Now, oh, see? Okay. So we'll just cancel this. Hey, Google, set alarm for 20 minutes.
2:03 p.m. Set.
Okay, so the Google thing will tell us when 20 minutes is up, but we need to melt this butter. And we'll probably just, I'm going to wait for like 15 minutes until we can make the hot sauce. Be right back. All right, so we need to melt this butter. The big bowl that I used to toss the oil and dry rub is filthy now, but we got two separate bowls here, and we will put those in the microwave and put them on soften to get that butter melted. All right, see that? Melted butter. Now what we're gonna do is, I can put this, okay. This is very hot sauce, okay? It's El Yucateca extra hot habanero sauce. A little dab will do ya, but we're gonna use much more than a little dab. There we go. And again, we're just gonna this melted butter It's a half a stick in each bowl. So the whole thing gets a stick of butter. But this is very, very hot sauce. That's gonna be plenty. Alright. And I'll be back in just a couple of minutes when the wings come out and we'll toss them. Alright. It's time to get these wings out. Ah. These are basically done, right? But we are going to, let's get a fork. And we've got our two, let's see here. Big one, medium, small, and small. Put that in there. See how that works? And again, big, medium, small. All right. Now what we're going to do is crank this heat up. Clear. Bake. 440. Okay. Now we baked the wings for 40 minutes at 400 degrees. But at this last step, we're going to crank up the heat. But first, you know it's coming. You might see my belly again. This camera seems to shift on me. And this is when we're applying the hot sauce and the butter. Okay? Okay. And I'm only doing this in 2 containers because I don't have another large one that can contain all 12 wings. So we're doing 6 wings per container, but they both generally have the same amount of butter. Well, they have the same amount of butter and generally the same amount of hot sauce. So, now, look at that. They don't look like your traditional wings because I don't use Louisiana red hot sauce. I use sauce that is much hotter. Now, we will put these back on. And this is not for cooking, this is just kind of curing. See that? All that butter? Oh, look at that. We don't want it that dripping. I don't know why. It's just the way it is. There's some blood on there still. Well, if they aren't done by this, I reckon we'll die eating them. See that? All right. We're going to put those in for 10 more minutes at 440. And this will finish them. I saw some blood on that one. That one's scaring me a little bit. See that? I don't know. So we're going to put these back in. $4.40. Maybe we'll do it a little bit longer because I saw blood on that one. Kitchen timer. Let's do 13 minutes. We'll see how it turns out. All right, so that bothered me. The the blood, it looked like blood coming from the chicken. Says this website and several others say, no, don't worry about it. It's water that's been stained by hemoglobin, myoglobin, I guess. Pink juices you see pooling around the packaged bird. So I feel pretty confident. It's going to be in there in 13. It's going to be 13 minutes at. It's been 40 minutes at 400 degrees, and then it's going to spend an extra 13 minutes at 430. So I think it's fine. I'm just freaking out like a weirdo. You know. Yeah, so chickens which are sold as broilers, fryers, typically are slaughtered between 6 to 8 weeks of age. Outwardly, they appear mature, but their bones haven't completely calcified. As a result, the bone mass is very porous. Deeply colored pigment from the bone marrow migrates to the surface and is often visible along the bone and the meat immediately attached to the bone, which, you know, it's a fucking chicken wing. So, home freezing of fresh chickens. The marrow expands inside the bones as the chicken freezes and pushes it to the surface. And, well, I feel fine. It'll be good. All right. Them wings is done. Now, I know they don't look hot. But, brother or sister, I tell you what, those will melt your face off. You hear me? So, I cut up this chicken that was... Look at that. I'm not sure that looks right, man. I don't know. All the websites are saying, oh, it's fine. But Jesus Christ. It's fucking red. Well, there you go. I know they don't look hot. They're not saucy hot wings like you might be used to. But I'm telling you, those are hotter than any hot wing you've had in a restaurant. Okay? So, hey, do like me. Make your own hot wings. Do it the way you want. Love you.